Hello everyone, and welcome back to the lab. Today we have a special one, percentage of copper in brass for AP Chem. So we have our brass object, a screw, and we're going to determine the percentage of copper in there. And when copper dissolves, of course, it produces a blue solution. And so essentially what we're going to do is make a solution from the brass screw. And we're going to compare the color with a calibration curve. So the first thing to do in this activity is to create a calibration curve for copper 2 ions. And we're going to do that. We're going to start by using some copper nitrate, so a solution of copper 2 ions. We know that this concentration is 0.400 molar. And we're going to produce, we're going to serially dilute. We're going to dilute this solution to 0.2, 0.1, 0.05, and 0.025. And we're going to use these different solutions to create a calibration curve. So, well, off we go. So using the pipette, we carefully, precisely measured 5 milliliters of the 0.4 molar copper nitrate, so our solution of copper 2 ions. And we are going to pour that into a 10 milliliter volumetric flask. There we go. And then we're going to add some water. So 5 milliliters of water. We're going to add the water to the flask until we reach the line there we go. So now we have our dilution, our first dilution made. So this one is now 0.2 molar, and we're going to use this 0.2 molar to make the 0.1, so 5 milliliters of 0.2 into here with 5 milliliters of water, and we will be at 0.1. And then we're going to use 5 milliliters of this into here with 5 milliliters of water, so now we're at 0.05. And then we will take 5 milliliters here and add 5 milliliters of water, and we will be at 0.025. So our last dilution now. We're going to draw 5 milliliters of the 0.05, and we will combine that with 5 milliliters of water in the volumetric flask. And once this is done, we are ready to get the absorption of each one of these concentrations to create our calibration curve. Make sure we'll go very slowly so we don't overshoot the marking on the flask, on the volumetric flask. Right. So So we started out with 10 milliliters of the 0.4, and we used 5 of this standard solution to make the 0.2. So 5 of the 0.4 and 5 of water. Then we took 5 milliliters of 0.2 with 5 milliliters of water to make the 0.1, and then 5 milliliters of 0.1 and 5 milliliters of water to make the 0.025, which is why we end up with more. Okay, so we are now ready to get the absorbance of each of these dilutions. So we're going to set the colorimeter to 635 nanometers. This would be the wavelength for the red color. And we will calibrate the colorimeter. So we're going to use just plain water and set the absorbance of the water to 0. Make sure that the clear sides of the cuvette are lined up with the path of the light. Splendid. So of course the water has no absorbance. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the most dilute. We're going to fill the cuvette and measure the absorbance of that. So we just proceed with filling the cuvette with each dilution. And measuring the absorbance of each one. So now we have the final values on the table. Surprisingly, our lightest, most dilute gave us an absorbance of 0, even though we clearly see that it has a blue tint to it. But I was not able to get any absorption reading. I tried it numerous times and I'm always getting a 0 value. So, but that's okay. We will use the 4 values from 0.05, 0.1, 0.2, 0.4 to create our calibration curve in Excel. So it is now time to get a very precise mass for our brass object. All right, 137. And so we are now working in the fume hood. We placed our brass object in a 50 milliliter beaker. We have 10 milliliters of nitric acid. And we're going to pour the acid into the beaker. And observe the reaction. Right, after about 5 minutes of reaction, the reaction is over. And so the acid here is much too concentrated to handle and to remove from the fume hood. So we're gonna add a generous 50 milliliters of water. And now we can remove the solution and we're going to dilute this further to 100 milliliters using a volumetric flask. All right, so we've poured the solution into the volumetric flask and we are slowly filling to the line And now we have our unknown, our solution. This created from the brass object, and we need to figure out what the concentration of this is. And we will do that by using the absorbance and then comparing the absorbance with our calibration curve. Finally, for the absorbance of the unknown. .229. So from using our calibration curve that we produced, we were able to find the slope of the trend line at 1.91. So using this equation, y is equal to 1.91x, then we are able to calculate the concentration of copper ions in the solution that we made from the brass. The solution absorbed 0.229. So the absorbance is the y-axis. So 0.229 is equal to 1.9129x. Solving for x, we get about 0.12, right, more or less. And this kind of makes sense here by looking at the graph. So if we go off 0.229, so about 0.23, and we meet the trend line and we go down to the concentration, it's about 0.12. So the value makes sense, right? Calculations are good. So the concentration in copper ions is 0.1197. So what we can do is calculate the number of moles of copper ion. So we have the concentration, which is in moles per liter, but we made 100 milliliter of the solution, which is 0.1 liters. So it's a tenth of, 0.1, yeah, 1/10 of a liter. So we're gonna have 1/10 of the number of moles. So 0.01197. These are the moles of copper ions in the 100 milliliter solution that we prepared. Since the molar mass of copper is 63.55, so we take the number of moles, multiply by the molar mass, and we get 0.76 grams of copper in the 100 milliliter that we made. So this was the whole screw. If you recall, we put the whole screw in. So there was basically 0.76 grams of copper, and the screw weighed 1.37 grams. And so this gives us a percentage of 55.53% copper in the brass sample. And this, of course, is a percentage by mass. And that's essentially what was the intent of the lab, was to calculate the mass percent of copper in brass. And there we have it at 55%. So in conclusion, we used the calibration curve from the dilutions that we made. And we used the calibration curve to determine the concentration of copper ion in the solution from the brass. And then from that concentration, we calculated the number of moles of copper ions. And then from the moles, we found the mass of copper ions. And then the mass of copper divided by the mass of the original sample, 55%. I hope that your lab was successful. Thank you. Have a nice day.